Hello there, very good evening and welcome to the News Tonight, your one stop for the day's top stories. Let's start with the headlines. India-Palestine relations stronger than ever before, says Prime Minister Narendra Modi upon his arrival in Ramallah. Praises Palestine for showing exemplary courage in extremely tough times. Both sides signed 6 agreements. Suspected Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists sneak into an army camp in Jammu. 2 junior officers are killed and 6 others injured. Operation underway to nab the terrorists. And after a post-budget meeting with board members of RBI and SEBI, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley says he expects the country's fiscal situation to be reasonably comfortable in 2018-19. Top story this evening, Prime Minister Narendra Modi reached Abu Dhabi on Saturday evening after successfully wrapping up his historic visit to Palestine. On the second leg of his 3-nation tour, the Prime Minister was accorded a ceremonial reception at the presidential airport in Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi's Crown Prince Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan greeted the Prime Minister. And earlier on Saturday, Prime Minister Modi concluded a very significant visit to Palestine. His 3-hour stay included bilateral meetings with the Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas and signing of 6 agreements between India and Palestine. Here's a ground report by our Foreign Affairs editor, Akhilesh Suman.
The first visit by an Indian Prime Minister to Palestine started with a ceremonial guard of honor for Prime Minister Narendra Modi at Al Moqata, the compound of the presidential headquarters in Ramallah. Bilateral talks with Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas followed the reception. Both leaders then witnessed the exchange of 6 key bilateral agreements between India and Palestine.
फिलिस्तीन के राष्ट्र निर्माण के प्रयासों में भारत आपका बहुत पुराना सहयोगी है। हमारे बीच ट्रेनिंग, टेक्नोलॉजी, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंट, प्रोजेक्ट असिस्टेंस और बजटरी सपोर्ट के क्षेत्र में सहयोग है ही। हमारी नई पहल के हिस्से के रूप में हमने यहाँ रमल्ला में एक टेक्नोलॉजी पार्क प्रोजेक्ट शुरू किया है, जिसमें इस समय निर्माण कार्य तेज गति से चल रहा है। भारत रमल्ला में इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ डिप्लोमेसी बनाने में भी सहयोग कर रहा है। हम मिनिस्ट्रियल लेवल जॉइंट कमीशन मीटिंग के माध्यम से अपने संबंधों को और अधिक गहन बनाने पर सहमत हुए हैं।
Supporting a sovereign Palestine, the Prime Minister expressed hope for peace, while insisting that a permanent solution can only come through dialogue.
कि भारत फिलिस्तीनी लोगों के हितों का ध्यान रखने के लिए वचनबद्ध है। भारत फिलिस्तीनी के शांतिपूर्ण माहौल में शीघ्र एक संप्रभु स्वतंत्र देश बनने की आशा करता है। प्रेसिडेंट अब्बास और मैंने हाल के क्षेत्रीय और वैश्विक विकास पर विचार विमर्श किया है, जिसका संबंध फिलिस्तीन की शांति, सुरक्षा और शांति प्रक्रिया से है। भारत इस क्षेत्र में शांति और स्थिरता की बहुत उम्मीद करता है। हमारा मानना है कि अंततः फिलिस्तीन के प्रश्न का स्थायी जवाब ऐसी वार्ता और समझ में ही निहित है, जिसके जरिए शांतिपूर्ण सह अस्तित्व का मार्ग मिल सके।
President Abbas also conferred the Grand Collar of the State of Palestine on Prime Minister Narendra Modi in recognition of his contribution to improving relations between India and Palestine.
بداية أن أرحب بكم ضيفا كبيرا وعزيزا على شعبنا الفلسطيني في زيارتكم التاريخية الأولى إلى فلسطين التي تكن لكم شخصياً.
Earlier, the Prime Minister laid a wreath at the mausoleum of the tallest leader of Palestine, Yasser Arafat. Accompanied by Prime Minister Rami Abdallah, he took a short tour of the Yasser Arafat Museum adjacent to the mausoleum. Akhilesh Suman's report from Ramallah for Rajya Sabha TV.
In fact, Akhilesh Suman is joining us from Ramallah for more details. Akhilesh, it was a short trip, 3 hours, but it was so significant because as the Palestinians are, of course, calling it, it's a historic one indeed. And at the same time, it was important on strategic and friendly levels as well.
Yeah, naturally, very right, Tracy, that they are telling that it is 3 hours stay in Palestine, but it is more than 3 decades talking and 3 decades conclusion. And I think after so many years of independence movement, when both India and Palestine were fighting against the colonialism, now India has again reiterated that Palestine has the right to have a separate nation, because it was the Britishers who had made Palestine in such a situation and all the allied forces. So I think Prime Minister Narendra Modi has in very clear terms, and there can be no certain words than this, that Prime Minister is telling that he hopes that Palestinians will get a sovereign and independent nation in coming days. I think that it shows that how resolute India is on this question of political significance, that Indian domestic masses, Indian abroad, and whole Middle East, the whole world was thinking that after going close to Israel and America, Prime Minister and India may change the position of Palestine. But it never changed, and it not changed. Today, Prime Minister has proved that India's stand on Palestine is as political, as moral, and as theoretical as it was since independence. So I think this is a major benchmark that Prime Minister has come here, and Prime Minister declared his intent that yes, we support India's stand, and we support that Palestinians should have a right to have a separate nation. But also, Prime Minister added that we are ready to help Palestine in development issues, in capacity building, and whatever help Palestine needs from India, India is ready to give.
Absolutely. And Palestine, of course, has received him very warmly, giving him a special honor as well. Akhilesh, if you can hear me, we're talking, of course, about how India is hoping to help Palestine. And it is very heartwarming indeed to know that Palestine too received him in an extremely special manner, giving him a very, very important honor as well.
This honor is like, that India gives Bharat Ratna to Indians and also to the foreigners. The same way Palestine gives this type of honor to other countries also, and they have given to the other countries. And now it is the Prime Minister who is the first Prime Minister of India who has visited Palestine, and it is the way that Palestine has honored our country and also honored the Prime Minister, who has taken a plunge by going there, becoming the first Prime Minister. But as far as the help India can give, India has always told that India is very keen for capacity building of Palestinian people, Palestinian authority, and also Palestinian diplomats. And India has been largely training Palestinian diplomats who can walk on the international fora, and it is time for a fresh persuasion of world powers for Palestinians' right to have a separate nation. After Jerusalem, after President Donald Trump of America, after he declared that his embassy will be shifted to Jerusalem, and he has told that it will be Israeli capital. So world has divided on this issue, and now Prime Minister declaration has said that yes, India, the largest democracy of the world, is in Palestinian side, Palestinian rightful place on the world map, and also Palestinian right to live with dignity in the world. And this is a Palestinians are feeling that this is a great help India can provide at this point of time when Palestinians are feeling isolated. We are feeling isolated by Americans and by Israelis.
All right. We'll leave it there for now, Akhilesh. Thank you so much for joining us. You've been giving us constant reports from there on camera. Of course, we look forward to the off-camera stories as well. That's it from there, of course. But heading on to national news, and this is coming in from Jammu and Kashmir. Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists attacked an army camp in Jammu late on Friday night, killing 2 army officials. Through the day-long operation, 2 terrorists were also killed, but efforts are still on to capture the remaining terrorists. The area has been cordoned off and an operation is underway.
Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists attacked an army camp on the outskirts of Jammu on Saturday. 1 junior commissioned officer and 1 non-commissioned officer were killed in the attack. 9 people were also injured, including a colonel and an army officer's daughter. The terrorists reportedly breached the 36th Army Brigade camp and entered the JCO family quarters. It is the first such suicide attack by terrorists in Jammu this year.
The army has killed 2 heavily armed terrorists. The terrorists wearing combat uniform were carrying a 56 assault rifle, a large amount of ammunition and hand grenades. Search of their belongings confirm them to be part of Jaish-e-Mohammed. Most of our 150 houses in the complex have been cleared and occupants have been moved to safety. So far, 1 JCO and 1 NCO, both belonging to J&K, have been martyred.
After the incident, Home Minister Rajnath Singh spoke to the Jammu and Kashmir DJP and directed MHA officials to look into the matter.
आश्वस्त रहिए, हमारे सेना और सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस के तमाम बखूबी जो है, जो जिस काम को अंजाम देना चाहिए वो दे रहे हैं, अपनी जिम्मेदारी का निर्वाह कर रहे हैं और कभी भारतवासियों का मस्तक को झुकने नहीं देंगे.
Chief Minister Mehbooba Mufti also offered condolences on Twitter.
3-4 दिन से जो है इस प्रकार के इनपुट्स थे कि कुछ बॉर्डर के ऊपर आईबी के ऊपर कुछ लोग अंदर घुसना चाहते हैं, कुछ टारगेट्स थे उनके, लेकिन उस वहां पर अलर्ट था, तो हो सकता है अलर्ट के कारण उन्होंने टारगेट बदला हो, इस प्रकार की बात है. लेकिन जो है ये बड़ा बहादुरी से हमारे जवान लड़ रहे हैं और पूरा उनका मोरल अप है. और जम्मू में जिस प्रकार से वो टेरराइज करने की कोशिश उनकी है कि लोगों का जो है मोरल डाउन करने के लिए, बिल्कुल नहीं है.
A high alert was sounded in Jammu and security was tightened in and around the city. Schools within 500 meters of the camp have been closed. Heavy security has been deployed at all entry and exit points. The military station, spread over many acres, lies along the Jammu-Pathankot highway. It has residential quarters and schools inside. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha Television.
Finance Minister Arun Jaitley is expecting the country's fiscal situation to be reasonably comfortable in 2018-19. After a post-budget meeting, Jaitley shared his views on various aspects of the economy, along with SEBI Chairman Ajay Tyagi and RBI Governor Urjit Patel.
In his customary post-budget meeting, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley on Saturday addressed the boards of the Reserve Bank and market regulator SEBI. The discussion included financial sector reforms contained in the Union Budget 2018-19 and the proposal to compensate farmers. Jaitley assured that the fiscal situation will be comfortable in the next financial year.
I see the next year to be reasonably more comfortable as far as revenues are concerned. And therefore, I can't at this stage say that there would be any slippage. I'm sure we'll be able to maintain the target quite well.
The Finance Minister said the long-term capital gains announced in the budget is also being discussed.
सेबी के अंदर क्योंकि मार्केट पे उसका क्या प्रभाव पड़ता है और जो मार्केट मूवमेंट्स हुए हैं उसमें ज़्यादा विदेशी अमेरिकन मार्केट्स का प्रभाव अधिक है, इस प्रकार की चर्चा उसमें से उभरकर सामने आई थी.
RBI Governor Urjit Patel said monetary policy decisions factored in future needs of the country besides strengthening the development.
I don't think that
that our decisions have been backward-looking, they have been forward-looking. As you know, 17-18, the growth rate has also been increased. I think on GDP at market prices, it's at 7.1. So you know, it's a good growth rate which is reasonable under the circumstances when we had implementation of demonetization.
Patel pointed out that capital raising has been healthy and this will make way for better debt to equity ratios. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
In more national news, Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Raman Singh presented the state's budget in the Assembly on Saturday. Raman Singh holds the additional portfolio of finance, and this is the last budget of his government's third term. Chhattisgarh is slated to go to polls in November.
प्रधानमंत्री आदर्श ग्राम योजना में बेमेतरा, बलौदा बाजार, भाटापारा, जांजगीर चांपा, बिलासपुर एवं मुंगेली जिले के अनुसूचित जाति बहुल 175 गांव में आवास, पेयजल, विद्युत, शिक्षा, स्वास्थ्य सुविधाओं को केंद्रित करते हुए आदर्श ग्राम के रूप में विकसित करने का कार्य संचालित है। इस योजना में 328 गांवों को जोड़ने हेतु कार्य योजना तैयार की जा रही है। मानव हाथी नक्सलवाद के साथ युद्ध अब अंतिम चरण में है। हमें विश्वास है कि जल्दी इस समस्या को हम जड़ से समाप्त कर देंगे। मैं उन सभी जाबाज सुरक्षा कर्मियों को नमन करते हुए उन्हें श्रद्धांजलि देना चाहूंगा जिन्होंने इस युद्ध में बलिदान दिया है। प्रदेश में कानून व्यवस्था को सुदृढ़ करने हेतु 18-19 के बजट में 4,309 करोड़ 70 लाख की राशि का प्रावधान किया गया है। राज्य के अत्यंत नक्सल प्रभावित 8 जिलों के अधोसंरचना विकास हेतु 230 करोड़ का प्रावधान है। इस विशेष योजना केंद्र सरकार द्वारा हमारे अनुरोध पर स्वीकृत की गई है, जिसके लिए मैं प्रधानमंत्री माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी को धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगा।
Congress President Rahul Gandhi addressed a public rally in Hospet in Karnataka's Bellary district. Rahul targeted the government on the Rafale aircraft deal, alleging that it is the biggest issue of corruption in the country. In his speech, the Congress chief also accused the BJP-led central government of failing to deliver on its polls promises. Rahul is on a 4-day visit to the state and is touring the northern areas of Bellary, Koppal, Raichur, Yadagiri, Kalburgi and Bidar.
कांग्रेस पार्टी सच्चे वायदे करती है, जो कहती है वो करके दिखाती है, और नरेंद्र मोदी जी के शब्द खोखले हैं, जो वो कहते हैं वो करते नहीं हैं।
With a quick break here, we'll be back with more national and international stories in a bit. Stay with us.
Hello and welcome to the National Elections Quiz 2018. With which Indian state would you associate Red Panda, Mrig Babu and Votuda as mascots?
As the final nears, the competition gets tougher.
And that is the right answer. Very well done. Let's continue with the quiz. What is this new method of monitoring elections?
Watch out for the third semi-final of the National Election Quiz 2018.
What is your answer?
Online.
10 points to the team from Daman and Diu. Very well done.
Presented to you by the Election Commission of India. Sunday at 9 AM and 3:30 PM. Only on Rajya Sabha TV.
Welcome back. Let's get you more national news. And President Ram Nath Kovind today addressed the first convocation of the National Institute of Food Technology, Entrepreneurial and Management in Sonipat. Praising, in fact, the institute, he said that it is playing a vital role in promoting skill development and technology to save wastage of farmers' produce like vegetables, fruits and milk. The president also called on passing out students to work towards nation building by using their skills and experience for farmers' welfare.
You are entering a world full of possibilities and a world where the skills you have learnt here, that is food technology and entrepreneurship, have a great demand. You are especially fortunate, for what you have learnt can not only empower you to build a professional career, but can also change the lives of our farmers and help in the development of prosperous country.
Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu was the chief guest at the valedictory function of the Mahamastak Abhisheka festival at Shravan Belagola in Karnataka. He performed the Rajyabhishek ceremony there. Later, he released 108 books published by Bharatiya Gyanpith. Speaking on the occasion, the Vice President said that Karnataka is well known for its rich culture and heritage. Describing India as the capital for spirituality, he said that it is a culture that has sustained over the centuries. Calling upon senior leaders of the country to encourage others to visit the holy place, he said that one should never feel shy of dharma. He also said that everyone must give back to society.
कोई भी जाति उच्च नहीं हो सकता है, कोई भी जाति नीचे नहीं हो सकता है, कोई भी मजहब बहुत बड़ा नहीं हो सकता है। हर एक व्यक्ति अपना मजहब को महत्व दे, कोई आपत्ति नहीं, मगर दूसरी मजहब का, दूसरी पद्धति का अवहेलना करना ये हमारा पद्धति नहीं है। इसलिए मैं चाहता हूं दुनिया भर में ऐसी चलाने वाले एकमात्र संस्कृति भारतीय है। अब एक बार इतिहास पढ़िए, बेबीलोनिया, रोम, ग्रीस, एथेंस, इजिप्ट, ये भी पुराना संस्कृति है, पुराना सिविलाइजेशन है, मगर आजकल वो कहाँ है, भारत कहाँ है? भारत आगे बढ़ रहे।
The Gyanpith Award for 2017 was presented to renowned Hindi literature Krishna Sopti on Saturday. The event was held at the Balyogi Auditorium in Parliament. In the absence of Sopti, the award was collected by writer Ashok Vajpayee on her behalf. The Gyanpith Selection Board describes Sopti as a path-breaking novelist who has immensely enriched Hindi literature. She has written on subjects ranging from the partition to changing dynamics of Indian society and the gradual deterioration of human values.
नहीं, वो तो हमारी कालजयी साहित्यकार हैं, 93 वर्ष की हैं, इस समय अस्पताल में भर्ती हैं स्वास्थ्य के कारण। तो उन्होंने मुझे आदेश दिया कि आप मेरी ओर से पुरस्कार ग्रहण करिए, जो कि मेरे लिए बहुत गौरव की बात है। हिंदी में ही नहीं बल्कि भारतीय साहित्य में इस समय जो सबसे बड़ी हस्तियां हैं उनमें से कृष्णा सोपती हैं।
And talking about authors and books, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath released the Hindi version of Prime Minister Modi's book Exam Warriors. The book is meant for students and deals with the issue of making exam stress-free. It also prescribes yoga exercises among other stress methods to excel in exams and fight stress. The UP CM was a chief guest at the book launch in the national capital and said, and in fact expressed hope that the book will help students tremendously. The English version of Exam Warriors was released on the 3rd of February by Union External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj and Union Human Resource Development Minister Prakash Javadekar.
इस पुस्तक के 25 मंत्रों के माध्यम से आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने छात्र छात्राओं को समर्पित किया है। यह अद्भुत है। मैं इस देश के युवाओं की ओर से आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का आभार निवेदित करते हुए यह पुस्तक इस देश के युवाओं के लिए एक नई दिशा देने का कार्य करेगी।
And now look at some international news updates in Global Buzz. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has invited South's President Moon Jae-in for a summit in Pyongyang. The invitation was delivered by Kim's visiting sister Kim Yo-jong. An inter-Korean summit will be the third of its kind. Moon met Kim Yo-jong and the North's ceremonial head of state Kim Yong-nam for talks and lunch at the Blue House today. An Israeli F-16 fighter jet crashed amid Syrian anti-aircraft fire after an offensive against Iranian targets in Syria. The two pilots parachuted to safety before the crash in northern Israel. It is believed to be the first time Israel has lost a jet in the Syrian conflict. Israel was carrying out strikes after the launch of an Iranian drone into Israel. More than 15 million Sri Lankans voted on Saturday in long-delayed local elections. They are the first island-wide poll since the coalition government took office in August 2015 and are considered an important test of the government's reforms agenda. It will appoint 340 of the island's 341 local councils. The election would be a stern test for the unity government of President Maithripala Sirisena and his Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. US President Donald Trump blocked the release of a classified memo written by Democrats that rebuts a Republican document that was made public last week. The document had alleged anti-Trump bias in the FBI's Russia probe. Two people were killed and 55 wounded in a twin bombing inside a mosque in the Libyan city of Benghazi on Friday. Explosions occurred during prayers at a small mosque located in Majori district. The devices placed in bags at the mosque doors were reportedly activated remotely using a mobile phone. Some sports news now, and in cricket, Indian women lost to their South African counterparts in their third one-day international at Senways Park on Saturday. The hosts won the match by 7 wickets. Chasing a victory target of 241 runs, South African women hit the target in 49.2 overs. Chasing the target of 241, Mignon du Preez played an unbeaten knock of 90 runs while Laura scored 59. Though Indian women lost today's match, they won the 3-match series 2-1. And with this, both the teams get a chance to directly qualify for the 2021 ICC Women's World Cup. And now to the latest updates from the 23rd Winter Olympics that's underway in South Korea's Pyeongchang. In the women's ice hockey event, Switzerland beat the unified Korean team. The Swiss team beat Korea 8-0 with Alina Müller scoring a hat-trick. In the women's 3,000-meter speed skating, Netherlands won all the 3 medals. Carlin Achterreek beat defending Olympic and world champion Irene Wust to take gold, while Antoinette de Jong took bronze. In the ice hockey event, Sweden beat Japan 2-1 in the preliminary round of the women's event. Fanny Rask scored the opener for the Swedish team to give her side a 1-0 lead, but the Japanese leveled the score just before the end of the second period. Sarah Halmiasen then scored the second goal for Sweden to seal victory. Sweden's Charlotte Kalla won the first gold medal in the 15-kilometer skiathlon. She beat defending champion Marit Bjørgen of Norway by 7.8 seconds. Bjørgen, who won the silver medal, broke the record that she shared with 2 other players. With 11 medals, she is the most decorated female Winter Olympian ever. And that's it on the news tonight. Thank you for joining us.